The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, an instant classic from 2003. I remember coming home from high school and just basically playing the game over and over and over again when I was younger on the GameCube. But when I heard that Nintendo was remaking the game, putting HD graphics, adding enhancements, and putting it on the Wii U, needless to say, I was very, very excited. But before we get into the review, I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be spoiler free. So you won't see footage from too deep into the game, nor will you see or hear about story elements from too deep into the game. So rest assured, if you haven't played The Wind Waker, you're going to be good with this review here. But before we get into that, the story and everything is just as fantastic as I remembered it 10 years ago. But you know, one of the really cool things that I noticed that other games haven't done is inanimate objects talking to you, you know? Like in The Wind Waker, you get a talking boat. That's pretty cool. What if other objects around you talk to you like that? Especially objects that were cool, like boats. What if other things talk to you?
So Francis, how are you liking The Wind Waker HD?
It's really good. I like the updated graphics and gameplay.
So, Francis, you ever gonna use me, you know? I mean, because I'm useful in the game too. You can also use me.
Nah, the Wii U gamepad is definitely much better for this type of game. Hey, just one sec, guys. I gotta go grab something.
As well, you too.
Speaking of the controls, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD has the best controls for a Wii U game to date. The input accuracy of slashing your sword, jumping, sailing, attacks, and more just feel hyper-responsive and fluid. The game offers two control methods, the Wii U Pro Controller or Wii U Gamepad. However, the Wii U Gamepad is the superior option, as players will be able to take advantage of the built-in gyro and IR controls to aim items and weapons. The gamepad also gives players the ability to quick swap all their items via touchscreen. The map displayed on the gamepad helps with navigating dungeons, finding items, sailing the seas, and finding treasure. The Wii U gamepad is a significant upgrade from using a standard controller. The controls are seamless, changing items doesn't feel like a chore. The gamepad offers great flexibility and ease for massive item-based games like Zelda. But enough about the gamepad. Let's talk about the enhancements from the GameCube release. Of course, you have the awesome HD graphics, but the animations have been sped up as well. Players will notice quick animations for using the Wind Waker and the grappling hook. Sailing is also faster as well. One of the smaller additions that I love is the aiming reticule on the cannon. It really makes lining up shots easier and more accurate.
Okay, Francis, that's BS. I'm just as good as that oversized iPad you call a controller.
Well, I actually call it a gamepad. But no. The Wii U gamepad is my preferred control method for this type of game. Now shut up and be a good boy till Bayonetta or Smash Bros comes out, okay? Anyways, let's go and let's get into the gameplay now. This is where The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD is at its best. The gameplay is second to none. The variety of moves at Link's disposal is a joy to play. Sailing the seas, blasting pirate ships with your cannon, spinning attacking, dodge rolling, helm splitting your foes, the gameplay is superb. The real star of the show is the Deku Leaf though. This item will have you hooked. Jumping from ledges and floating to your destination is so fun. Link also has a number of usual suspects at his disposal, like bombs, boomerang, the grappling hook. The context-sensitive defensive and offensive action moves are awesome as well and feel amazing to pull off. There's really nothing bad I can say about The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD's gameplay. It's simply the best. Now on to the X factors. These are all the other things that can affect the game in various ways. So, the dungeon layout, the level design, those are both amazing. The puzzles are tough without being too hard to complete. The HD graphics really suit the art style well, as the lava effects look amazing. Bosses are also perfectly crafted and follow the similar Zelda formula of using an item you gained to vanquish your foes. There are plenty of side quests and minigames to complete as well. The Wind Waker HD packs a ton of content, with a lot of replay value if you want to see everything the game has to offer. I'm estimating around 40 to 60 hours of content for the dedicated users. It's really hard for me to pick out bad things from The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. But if there was one thing, some might say the game is a little too easy. So my final score for The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD is a 9. Wait a minute. Nintendo did add the hero mode, which I actually played from the beginning.
Enemies do double the damage, and the only way to replenish your health is through potions. In the early going, I did die a few times. With this added difficulty mode, Nintendo went above and beyond the traditional remake usually goes. There are all sorts of other goodies to uncover in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, but I'll let you guys experience that for yourself. My final score for The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, because of the new hero mode that they added and the added difficulty, which I loved, is a 10 out of 10. 10 years later, and there's still no other game like The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. It's my favorite Zelda game of all time and deserves all the praise it's getting. Go out there and buy the game.